What's going on, class? I'm gonna have to keep this short because I've done several takes and they've all gone way over 5 minutes. I just can't keep all this information under 5 minutes. So I'm gonna try to hit it hard and fast, the nitty and the gritty, and we're just gonna pound through this, okay? So I worked outside, and the organism I was able to find is known as the large-flower Mexican clover, also known scientifically and around the world as the Recharia grandiflora. The reason I say it like that is because of its South American roots, even though we're not really sure where which particularly are at in South America. We just know that it does come from there. I also call it a weed in my yard. Don't place it. Next slide. So Florida is the only state in the republic which houses this plant. It's only found here and largely in Brazil and sprinkled throughout some other South American countries, but in the United States of America, it's only found here in Florida, which is interesting because you can see it here in Pensacola, but yet it doesn't make it to Alabama or Georgia or anything like that. So it is interesting. Yeah, I believe it because it prefers these types of climates, and it also maybe has not had a chance to spread. But anyways, it grows everywhere. It grows on the beach. It grows in sand dunes. It grows on your yard. It grows on the side of the road. It grows through the road. You see it right here coming through these streets hard, coming through the curb, holding down the curb, holding down the corners, going through these streets. And if it's not on your streets, it'll be on your street soon and in your yard soon, taking over. It does not care. It is making headwind down here in Florida. Okay. It's not even Mexican though, like I said. It just, I don't know why they named it that, but they decided to. Here is a picture of where it's located, verified in Florida. Now, it is classified as a Category 2 invasive species by the Florida Exotic Plant Pest Council. And the reason for this categorization is because it is so invasive. It is just such a tough plant to get rid of. And it just goes and goes and goes, and it just doesn't stop. But it's not any higher because it hasn't shown to pose any threat to the ecosystem yet or to the environment yet. It's just one of those benign organisms that just continues to grow and multiply over and over and over. However, the high rate of it is why it's given the Category 2, the higher Category 2 rating. Now, a couple of the reasons why they're so hard to get rid of is because its branch and root, its branch structure kind of curves along along the topsoil and has a very, very deep root system. So majority of the year you can't even cut it. And when you do cut it, when it blooms, when the sprouts come up enough for you to bloom, all you're doing is helping to release the seeds and cut up the branch and the stems, which just give it another avenue to develop roots as well through the branches and the stems landing. Because when the branches and the stems land from plants, they have a high probability of growing plants, growing their own plant as well, taking root and growing. So what you want for your flower beds is a huge wall of mulch to keep them out to where they can't grow into there, because they will take over that flower bed very quickly. Like I said, they believe it's from Brazil because there are 3 other species of Recharia, which are all found in Brazil. So they believe it's from there. There's Hank Hill dealing with his large flower Mexican clover problem, making him look like a fool. And it reminded me of a quote, though. This, oops, went too far. Oh no, there it is. It reminded me of a quote, though, from the Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling before it was revised. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Because this thing can go, if it's unhealthy and there's nothing going on, and there's just one solo one, it's just 12 centimeters big. It's super tiny. But when they start coming together and they get stronger and they start interconnecting their branches and they start supporting each other, they can go for miles. They can span entire stretches of the state road down here in Florida. They go for miles. They reproduce annually when they bloom with their seeds, but they also reproduce sporadically throughout the year when they are cut up and and those stems and branches that are cut have a chance to then reproduce. So hopefully you've taken away a little bit something about the large flower Mexican clover, and hopefully you know a little bit more about it. And if you do, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to find out anything else about the large flower Mexican clover, which I'll never post about. Bye.